Hello and good morning. The truth is our priority and we give justice to your curiosity. The latest news spotted only here on Ask News, giving you the latest and most credible news for today. I'm Silvia Pernanda and I will be accompanying you for around a 5-minute forward. Our news today is about the students' perspective and their mental health condition during the online learning of pandemic COVID-19. Many countries have raised their status towards pandemic to lockdown, and it also impacts the educational sectors. Schools are closed and students have to adapt to the new system of learning, namely online school. These new changes greatly affect students' learning strategy, changes them psychically and mentally. The new teaching and learning method cause students hardly understand the material virtually. A middle high school student in New York also said if online learning is stressful and if each day he gets less motivation to study. A study from various researchers also found if online studies picks up depression and anxiety among students. The survey of more than 10,000 students in several high schools in the United States found that students who are able to attend conventional classrooms are reported to have lower rates of stress and anxiety. Students said they were most stressed in the very beginning of online school. Some of the students said if they experienced insomnia, exhaustion, serious headache, or other mental issues that impact their grade. In September 2020, media reported a suicide case from a grade 11 student in India. Due to the online learning pressure, the student facing problems to learning lessons virtually, and it terrified him that he would be unable to get the best score and disappoint his parents. He hanged himself when his parents went out for work, and his body was found by his relative that urgently rushed to the hospital. But his life could not be saved. It is not the first time students determine to suicide after the insufficient to cope with the pressure of online learning. This negative mental health because of online learning among students could increase the students' anxiety. Besides that, students from lower socioeconomic tend to have a higher mental distress due to their limited financial capacity to support the needs during online school, which require gadgets and internet. Department of Education also states if depression and emotional breakdown among students are likely to occur in the middle of this ongoing health crisis. Because many students in government school belong to poor families where they hardly cope with the sudden change from conventional classroom to distance learning. The Department of Education also being blamed by the citizens for the rise in suicide among youth due to the implement of this distance learning. In June 2020, a grade 9 Philippine student's body was found by his brother. The student's mother said that her son used to complain about the expenses of online classes, inclusive of the network loads and internet fees. And a few days later, another student also committed suicide because of the similar pressure related to this online learning. In 2020, World Health Organization also stated a warning for an extended period of time. This can cause what is known as a pandemic fatigue, which are the mental exhaustion caused by a public health crisis and the restriction derived from it. This state can affect the psychological illness of those that suffer it, causing burden, demotivation, alienation, and hopelessness. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, several studies have noted that it is necessary to enhance teachers' attitude, belief, and behavior towards mental disease to foster a mentally healthy school environment. This has been previously done through psychological state literacy campaign, workshop, and seminar. With the possible increase of mental health burden among young students and limited mental health resources in the setting of developing countries, it might be necessary to renew the effort of these mental health awareness activities among teachers. Generally, learning and considers the child's psychological state or mental health should take cognizance of the circumstances that children face in their daily life environment. While there is enough evidence that specific action contribute to raise mental health condition among children, the outcomes are contingent context. In the case of developing country context, teaching children within the COVID-19 era require the consideration of existing social inequalities and economic boundaries to safeguard their mental health condition in the online learning environment. That was the news of truth and accuracy from the ASCO News. I'm hoping that everyone is in a good condition and also hoping you have a great day ahead. This is Silvia Pernanda and thank you for being with me.